Welcome to my stress relief class. My name is Carlo. This class is designed to combine yoga with intention, with manifesting into your reality the peace and the calm within and without. I call this my Physical Awakening Method series. Throughout this class, honor your needs. So if you need to bring in props like blocks or a blanket, if you need to modify any of the movements, feel free to do so. We're going to begin by bringing our palms in front of our chest, feeling the connection between our palms, feeling the skin against the skin, feeling the temperature of our skin. Acknowledge the time that you're taking in this very moment to gift yourself with stress relief. Welcoming in each moment with an open curiosity, with compassion, allowing this journey to naturally guide you, and also being open to supporting your needs. Then bring your awareness to your breath, and as you inhale, feel the inhalation expanding in and throughout your whole body, very slowly, like a balloon. And then as you begin to exhale, feel your seat grounding into the floor beneath you, rooting down. Feel your spine lengthening up and out of your seat, the back of your neck lengthening all the way up through the crown of your head, your shoulder blades coming slightly back, and your chest opening. Notice if your mouth is slightly open. If it is, close it. And then inhale through your nose. And again, as you inhale, feel your breath expanding throughout your whole body, gently and slowly. And then as you exhale, lengthening, expanding, opening, while any tension, tightness, anything not serving you begins to slowly melt and release from your body. Welcoming in the intention of stress relief, honoring this moment as it is. And rather than resisting the stress, rather than labeling it as something bad, welcoming it in, inviting it into this journey so that we may take this stress, we can allow it to move through our body, release from our body. And then on your next inhalation, you're going to float your arms overhead. As you exhale, you're going to reach your arms by your sides. And as you're reaching up by your sides, they're going to float down like light feathers, lengthening through your spine, grounding through your seat. And then continue to reach out all the way out through your fingertips. And then we're going to dip our chin down toward our chest, opening up the back of our neck. Slowly lift your chin up toward the ceiling, opening up the front of your neck. And then back down toward your chest. Slowly back up toward the ceiling. Bring your head back to the center and then look over your shoulder. Come back to the center, over the other shoulder. Come back to the center, then dip your ear toward your shoulder. The opposite side is opening and you're lengthening all the way up through your arm and fingertips. Then bring your head back to the center, and now the other ear comes toward the other shoulder, opening up the opposite side, lengthening all the way through your arm and fingertips. Your head comes back to the center, and now go ahead and bring your ear toward the other shoulder and begin to slowly circle your head across the front from one shoulder to the other. So it's like a little tick-tock from one side to the other. Feel any tension or tightness around your head, your neck, your upper back shoulder area, releasing. And then bring your head back to the center. And with your nose, you're going to make small to medium-sized circles in one direction toward the ceiling. And then reverse. Bring your head back to the center. And then we're going to bring the palm down, release the shoulder, bend the elbow slightly. Keep your hip grounded, and then take the opposite arm. You're going to reach it up and over. Make an arc like a rainbow. And as you're arcing, you're going to feel that side of the body open up. Check in with your breath. Inhaling, exhaling, feeling your breath flow with ease. And then you're going to rotate to look down toward your thigh. Rotate to look up toward the ceiling. On your next inhalation, float on up. And as you exhale, you're going to bring the opposite palm down, bend the elbow slightly, release the shoulder, and now the other arm comes up and over, arcing like a rainbow. Side body opening up, opposite hip grounding. And then we're going to rotate to look down toward our thigh. Slowly rotate to look up toward the ceiling. On your next inhalation, float on up. Now, as you exhale, take that top arm, bring it back behind you, and take the opposite arm to the opposite thigh. You're going to look over your back shoulder. As you're looking over your back shoulder, you're lengthening through your spine, up through your neck, all the way up through the crown of your head. And then on your next inhalation, come forward. And now the other side. We're going to take the arm back, opposite hand toward the opposite thigh, looking over that back shoulder, lengthening from the tailbone all the way up through the crown of your head. On your next inhalation, come back to the center, place your hands on your thighs, and then we're going to start to circle in one direction. As you're circling around, you're going to feel any tightness or tension around your hips and low back releasing. So you feel space created, feel an opening, feel an increase of energy, a releasing of tension, and then reverse the direction. Come back to the center. We're going to extend the arms. As you're extending and opening up the arms, open up the chest, bring the shoulder blades slightly back. Lift your chin slightly. Take a full breath in through your nose. Now, as you exhale, bring your arms forward. Begin to round your spine. You're going to hinge back. And you're going to come forward. You're going to inhale and open. And then exhale, rounding the spine as you come slightly back behind your sitting bones, behind your hips. Inhale, come forward. And exhale. Imagine yourself as you're doing this going through a body of water, maybe like in a pool. And you feel your body coming through, forward and back. Just a tiny bit of resistance, but it feels really good. And then when you come to the center, release. Then we're going to uncross your legs and you're going to rest your forehead over your knees. And as you rest your forehead over your knees, you're going to feel your shoulders release tension, your neck. And then Bring your awareness to your inhalation, and as you inhale, you're expanding your whole body as wide as it can expand, but without force. Just naturally allow your body to expand as wide as it can expand in all directions. And then as you exhale, you're melting, sinking over your knees and thighs. And once again, you're going to inhale, expand in all directions. And as you exhale, you're melting over your knees and your thighs. Roll up slowly. As you roll up one vertebrae at a time, you're going to extend one leg forward, and you're going to bring the opposite foot into the inner thigh. Now, if you feel your low back pulling you down, you can sit on a yoga block or a blanket to give you a lift and to help to lengthen your spine. And when we come into a still position, you can place your hands on blocks. So if you feel too much tension to the point where it does not allow you to surrender, just feel free to use blocks here. And don't feel like you have to force yourself all the way down over your thigh when we get there, okay? So to start, we're going to inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, we're going to hinge forward, fold over your front thigh, roll up one vertebrae at a time. And then you're going to inhale, exhale, forward fold, and slowly roll up. Inhale once again. Now this time as you exhale, you're going to stay in your forward fold. Make any adjustments you need to make. So if you need to bring in props here, if you need to come a little bit more upright, if it's too much tension coming down, lift yourself slightly up. And then with every exhalation, you're letting go, releasing, surrendering a little bit more naturally. Your mind may come in and try to force something, may try to get you to go a little extra, but you want to allow your body to guide and to lead you through your breath. Feel your chest soften, your shoulders melt, your head and neck release, your hips and your low back grounding and melting toward the floor. The back of your hamstring with the leg extended, also releasing tension. And walk your hands back toward your body, come upright, and pause for a short moment before switching to the other side. Notice how you feel without judging, just notice how you feel. And then we're going to switch sides. So now you're going to extend the other leg, bring the opposite foot in toward the inner thigh. You're going to inhale, lengthen through your spine and arms. Exhale, hinge forward, folding over your thighs, slowly rolling up. And once again, inhale, exhale, forward fold, and slowly roll up. And inhale. As you exhale, forward fold and pause here. Shoulders releasing, chest softening, head and neck releasing, back of your hamstring lengthening, hips and lower back grounding. As you inhale, you're expanding through your whole body, nourishing every cell. And as you exhale, you're surrendering, releasing. Slowly begin to walk your hands back toward your body. Once you come upright, pause for a moment. Notice how you feel. Then extend your foot from the inner thigh out. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Pause here for a short moment. Some of you may need to start upright and then slowly work your way down. Some of you will come down further. Again, listen to your body. With every exhalation, surrender, let go, release a little bit more. If you notice an overwhelming thought coming in and distracting you, maybe it's something from the past or the future or a judgment, don't resist it. Welcome it into this space, but just don't give it much importance. Redirect your focus back to your body, back to your breath. Slowly walk your hands back toward your body. When you come upright, pause. And we're going to separate the legs slightly wider than your hips. Walk your hands forward. The first option is to stay up on your hands. Second option is to come down onto your forearms. You're going to feel an opening through your inner thighs. And then every exhalation, you're sinking, melting, surrendering. Inhaling slowly through the nose, expanding through your whole body. Exhaling, melting, surrendering, letting go. Walk your hands slowly back toward your body. When you come upright, pause. We're going to bring your feet together, knees apart. If you need to use props underneath your thighs, feel free. You're going to line up the heels of your feet with the center of your pelvis. You're going to place your hands around your shins right above your ankles or on your feet. And then you are going to hinge forward. This time you're going to feel a little bit more of your inner thighs. Welcome in the intention of stress relief, of feeling safe and calm and peaceful. And very slowly you're going to roll up. You're going to bring your feet and your knees together. And then from here, we're going to inhale, come forward, lengthen through your spine and arms. Exhale, you're going to scoop back. And as you scoop back, you're going to engage your core. Inhale, you're going to come forward. And exhale, scoop back. And once again, inhale, come forward. And exhale, scoop back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, release your arms. And now we're going to turn around onto our hands and knees. So your knees are going to come right underneath your hips, your hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide, and then you're going to rotate your elbows slightly in so that your elbows are pointing toward your thighs. Your chin is slightly tucked. You're going to exhale, you're going to round your spine. Inhale, lengthen, extend, gently arch. And exhale, we're going to round, opening up each vertebrae. And inhale, lengthen, extend, and gently arch. Come back to the center. We're going to tuck our toes under. As you tuck your toes under, press into the balls of your feet and spread your toes. You're going to feel a stretch through your toes. Draw your belly button toward your spine so you have an engagement of your core here. And then press away from the mat into the palms. Lift your knees slightly off the mat. And now lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Line up your head and neck between your arms. And as your hips are lifting, your heels are reaching in the opposite direction. Check in with your breath. As you inhale, you're expanding through your whole body. As you exhale, you're releasing, lengthening, opening, expanding. And then roll all the way up onto your toes, roll down toward your heels, roll all the way up onto your toes, back down toward your heels, and then bend one knee as the opposite heel reaches back. Reach both heels back. And now you're going to inhale, come forward to a high plank. So your hands are underneath your shoulders, your legs are extended behind you, your heels are reaching back, your core is engaged. Bring one knee down at a time. And now from here, we're going to come onto our forearms. We're going to extend one leg at a time behind us. We're going to separate our legs to the width of our mat or slightly wider. Our elbows are underneath our shoulders, our palms are down. We're going to gently and firmly press our hips and thighs in toward the mat, into the ground. At the same time, you're slightly engaging your core and you're lifting your chest and bringing your shoulders back. So bring the shoulder blades slightly together. So in this back bend here, you're pressing your hips and thighs. Legs are lengthening, extending behind you. Chest is expanding, shoulder blades are coming toward one another. Option to stay here or to come up onto your hands. If you come up on your hands and that feels too much on your low back, then come back down onto your forearms. If you're on your hands, come back down onto your forearms. We're going to begin to lower your chest. As you lower your chest, float your legs up behind you. So now your legs are hovering over your mat. And then bring your arms behind you. Your chin is slightly tucked. You have the option to stay here, or you can clasp your hands, interlace your fingers. If your hands are clasped and fingers interlaced, release them. And then we're going to float our body down toward our mat. Bring your hands by the sides of your chest. You're going to press yourself up. Bring your big toes together and your knees apart. So your knees are pointing toward the corners. And now your big toes together and your hips are coming back toward your heels. You're extending your arms forward and your forehead will come down. From here, you're going to inhale, feel your whole body expand in every direction. And then exhale, melt, surrender, release. On your next inhalation, come up onto your hands and knees. Give yourself a cat-cow exhale. You're going to round Inhale, lengthen, extend, gently arch. Come back to the center, and then we're going to turn around onto our seat. And now we're going to roll onto our back. So you're going to roll on your back, and as you roll on your back, you're going to feel your spine on your mat. You're going to bring your arms by the sides of your body with your palms down. Your legs are hip distance apart and your feet are grounded. Feel the whole weight of your body sinking and melting into the ground beneath you. Feel the support of the earth beneath your body. Then you're going to bring one knee in at a time toward your chest. Bring your feet and your knees and inner thighs together, rock side to side. Come back to the center, place your hands on your knees and start to slowly circle your knees around in one direction. And then reverse. Come back to the center, extend both legs up toward the ceiling, and then flex and point, and flex and point. And as you're flexing, spread the toes, reach the heels up, point through your ankles. And now we're going to take your right foot, cross it over your left thigh. Bring your left knee in toward your chest. You can either hold onto the back of your hamstring or in front of your shin. You feel the opposite hip open up. Feel free to make any adjustments. Check in with your breath. Slowly release your hands, extend both legs up, flex and point, and flex and point, and flex and point. And now take the left foot over your right thigh, bring your right knee in toward your chest, either on the back of your hamstring or in front of your shin. Left hip and thigh opening up. Then release your hands, uncross, bring both feet down. Now from here, you have the option. You can extend both arms out to the sides, and the option will be with your feet down to turn your knees over to one side. Or you can lift your feet up and float your knees over toward one side. Your head can stay centered or in the opposite direction. You can try both. You can try your feet down and over, or your knees up and over, and make any adjustments that work best for you. If your head is rotated, bring it back to the center. Bring your knees back to the center. And once again, either with your feet down or with your knees up, float them over to the other side. Keep your arms and shoulders grounded. If your head is rotated, slowly bring it back to the center. Bring both knees back in. If your feet are up, bring them down. Then we're going to bring our feet together, knees apart. You can either rest the palms of your hands on your low belly, or you can rest your arms by your sides with your palms up, arms slightly away from your body. You can also rest your right palm on your low belly and your left on your heart. As you inhale, feel the inhalation expanding throughout your whole body, nourishing every cell, creating space, welcoming in energy, relaxation, and peace. And as you exhale, you're surrendering, letting go, grounding. Begin to slowly extend one leg out at a time. Separate the legs slightly. Separate the arms slightly away from your body with your palms up. Feel the ground beneath you, supporting your whole body. As you inhale, expand, open as far and as wide as it feels natural. And then as you exhale, you're surrendering, letting go, feeling peace and calm throughout your whole body. Should thoughts come in and distract you for a moment, welcome them in, don't resist them. Then just redirect your focus back to your body and back to your breath. Begin to slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently circle your ankles and your wrists. On your next inhalation, reach your arms away from your legs. As you exhale, feel free to yawn or sigh. And then bring one and then the other knee in toward your chest. And a nice big hug. Begin to rock side to side. Turn over to one side and just pause there for a moment. And then slowly bring yourself up to a seated cross-legged position. Resting your hands on your thighs. Feeling your torso rest on top of your hips, your head on your shoulders. Notice how the breath travels through your body now as you inhale and as you exhale. Notice how you feel. Bring your palms in front of your chest. Just take this moment to acknowledge the time you took to give yourselves this gift. It's a very powerful, supportive, and beneficial gift for your body, your mind, and your soul. On your next inhalation, float your arms overhead. As you exhale, float your arms by your sides like light feathers. If your eyes are closed, gently and slowly open your eyes. And that completes this stress relief mini class. Thank you for joining me.